During the previous test phase, we realized that to live up to the players' expectations, we have to take the game offline. By being online, we couldn't deliver the changes fast enough. We couldn't build up the team, we couldn't change the infrastructure and improve on our processes. It was absolutely the right thing to do, because now we are back and we are ready. So we are back and we are very excited. Very excited because finally again we can talk to our community. We're also excited because we signed a deal with Wargaming, and as the player feedback is invaluable for us, also Wargaming's free-to-play experience is invaluable for us. So together with Wargaming, we can really live up to the players' expectations. So we are much more confident that we're going to develop the right game for our users and our community.
So the partnership with Wargaming and working close with Wargaming and joining the two companies up in many ways, the two teams up, just allows us to get great feedback from very experienced gamers. And combined with our knowledge of Total War, the two companies working closely together should mean a great game for fans, both new players and existing hardcore fans that we may have had in the past. So since we went offline, and we took the service down earlier this year, one of the key things we've been doing is actually building the team up. So we've made some great additions. Primarily they're in three main areas. So we've made additions in content teams, animation, audio, character art, and that's to make the battle as immersive as possible, so you really feel you're there on the battlefield. We've also made additions in gameplay programming because we wanted to tweak and amend battle features and some front-end features. And finally, and probably the most important area, is we've grown the team in the online services team, which is everything to do with the infrastructure.
We've been working on a lot of features under the hood, many of them that the user will not see, but actually it'll improve their experience in the long run. Many of those have to do with stability and deployment. And of course, we've been doing a lot of work to integrate with the Wargaming platform. We're very happy to have them as a partner because we can leverage their experience in that field. So some of the features we've been working on that the user will notice are many little gameplay refinements, as well as the UI, the information that is presented to the player as they play the battle. For example, the mini-map is a lot clearer. There will be the unit overlays telling you in a much clearer way what's happening during the battle.
Obviously, Total War Arena was offline for a while now, and we are now entering our closed alpha phase again. It's an alpha really because a lot of the features we're working on are simply not finished. We went back to the drawing board and really looked deep at what we think we need to change to make this game much better than it was last time players interacted with it, which is why it's really an alpha, right? It's a work in development that is incomplete. So we've reworked, for example, how the rewards work and how players are rewarded for what they do in battle. It's the same with the matchmaking, that has seen a lot of work. It's the same with the way certain unit types work. And again, that's something where we wanted to get data and statistics, and we needed to test if that is working as intended. And to do that, we needed a large number of players to play a lot of battles.
So at the moment, we're running a closed alpha, which is primarily a technical test, but it's also an environment where we can try out some new features. And we'll be looking to run day sessions or weekend sessions from now through to next spring. And we'll be trying out, as I said, new things such as the tutorial journey. After a while, that closed alpha will turn into a closed beta, and we're hopeful by springtime we'll be able to open the game up to more players and get more feedback in, because listening to players is what's going to drive this game and what's going to make it great. And we can take it through a full-on closed beta through next spring and into next summer.
So all the previous players, of course, we intend to invite them to the closed alpha and closed beta stages as soon as we can. The last test we did was a very limited closed alpha test where we invited the players who had played the most battles in the game from the Europe and Eastern Europe CIS region. We will invite players from other regions in the coming months for the next tests. So yes, all the players from the closed alpha and closed beta from before will get invited. Also, all players from the previous closed alpha and closed beta tests that we have done will, upon final release, receive some sort of reward. We will have various tiers of rewards that we will give out once the game is in a stable state where there will be no more resets and players are expected to be able to continue playing.
So for the next development cycle on Arena, our ambition is to take the game to the next level. We want to develop the game up to early medieval times, including gunpowder units in the future. We want to add new factions, new nations, new technologies to our product. For Arena and for our development process, it was always very important to work closely with the community, and we want players to sign up, join a closed beta. We need your feedback, we need you on the battlefield.